everybody, welcome in. Mark McLean and you for a shave today. Why not? Let's share one. If you want, go ahead and pause this, get out your razor and your favorite shave soap, and we'll shave together. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think so. Never had a dueling shave before. Today I'm trying out some Taylor of Old Bond Street. This is their avocado shaving cream. It smells really nice, and the consistency or texture is just really soft. It's a soft type soap, and there's no sense in letting this bloom. I don't have to do that. But I have gone ahead and just got it a little bit of hot water on it. I like to have it a little bit damp. I want the soap to be a little damp because it seems to be easier to load on my brush that way. Speaking of which, today I'm going to be using this awesome brush. This is a finest grade silver tip badger and some ivory, not ivory, ebony and ivory. I think of that every time, and I say ivory, but I meant ebony wood. Ebony wood. And this is a Dennis Coluccio brush. I'm going to be using that today. And I already have on some pre-shave oil, one of my favorites. This is the Art of Shaving's Lavender. And I have taken the liberty of applying just a small dollop of the Taylor of Old Bond Street into my shave bowl. So I've already been heating up my bristles of my brush, and I will just apply a small amount. I don't want to have too much water, but we'll go ahead and start whipping this one right into a frenzy and lather it up. This stuff really is smelling decent though. I think this is, in fact, I know this is the only avocado soap that I have ever owned, much less used. I haven't used it yet, but I've wanted to since I got it. I just haven't had the chance. So I thought, what the heck, we'll go ahead and get this one out of the way and see how it performs, okay? It feels nice, smells nice too. And I do have a couple of other Taylor of Old Bond Street soaps. So I've never had any issues with those. I've always liked them. I've got a Taylor of Old Bond Street sandalwood, and the other is almond. Yeah. Which to me smells a lot like Jergens hand lotion. I love this brush. It's just awesome. I always have. This is one of the earlier brushes I got when I first started wet shaving. I fell in love with it then, and the affair continues. Hope you guys are doing great. Just finished a big weekend and had a little extra time on my hands. I've been planning a project for quite some time now, and I finally got to do something I've been wanting to do. I got to make up my first batch of Bay Rum, homemade Bay Rum. And if it turns out like I'm thinking it will, it should be really awesome. And as my dad used to say, son, you got everything in there but the kitchen sink. Well, that may be the case. I've got a total of 20 ingredients. It's a very special recipe I found. Took a lot of digging to find it. And it took a lot of effort to get the ingredients that I really wanted. I didn't want to just have your ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill Bay Rum. I wanted the actual scent to be full-fledged West Indies style Bay Rum. It's where it originated. The sailors, and when they were traveling the 7 seas, they were going back and forth on their voyages through the West Indies. And when they did, after being cooped up on a ship so long, they started noticing, dang boy, you smell like you done been eating a cheeseburger onion sandwich, and I know we ain't got no McDonald's yet. Oh man, that smell, you know? Gosh. So, one genius aboard the ship happened to notice, while carrying some of those crates of bay leaves from the West Indies, one of the geniuses happened to notice, wow, look what happens if I grab me a whole handful of those leaves and rub them under my armpits. That's how aftershave was originated, with Bay Rum at least. And so that's what they did. They noticed the bay leaves when when they gathered them up by the handfuls and rubbed them on their body. They didn't smell so bad, and they were, you know, much easier to get along with your fellow shipmate, I guess, when he wasn't reeking of onion cheeseburger sandwiches. So, one thing led to another, and eventually, some persons found the bright idea that, you know, I bet you if we take some of that rum we've been drinking and we mix up a little batch of something and let it sit, we might have ourselves something to smell good and take a bath in that stuff. Some genius figured it out, and Bay Rum was born. Yeah. All right, I think this stuff is ready to go. I've just been sort of fooling around with it, trying to figure it out, you know. I've got a lot of lather out of it, but it's just not to my consistency that I like. When I wipe it down, you know, like that, I don't want to see skin. So therefore, when I do it like that, usually I just figure that my soap has a little too much water in it. So what I'm going to do is set the brush down. I'm going to get out another dollop, because I want to make sure that these guys get a fair shake, because I do like their products. I've used them before, and I've never been let down by Taylor of Old Bond Street. I don't want this to be the first, so I'm going to slather it up a little more. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I just had a little too much water in there. That's more like it. There's no sense in me cutting corners when I've got, you know, free soap here. Might as well use it all, right? And that is much, much nicer. And if I do it like this, you know, I can tell if it's going to coat properly. And that looks great, see? I like that. That's a good lather. It smells good. I would actually like to have the large size of that, the economy size. Okay, quit messing around, right? Get to the point. Okay, gonna whip out a nice one today. 6/8 J.A. Henkel's Fruidor 472. I like this razor. Really an awesome razor. I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do before we get started. I've already started, right? I hate to stop midstream, but I got to get some toilet tissue going. I got to wipe. Excuse me, folks. No, I'm kidding. I got to wipe the mirror. Someone had the bright idea to take their wet washcloth, kids, and wipe the mirror clean. That looks much nicer. You know, and it probably did look nice for the first minute or so. But that's the thing, you know, about wiping down with a wet washcloth, especially one that's soapy. Yeah, it's going to look good for the first minute, and then it starts drying. But kids don't know that, you know? Kids don't know that. Come on. Now we're cooking. As I was saying, freshly stropped. Excellent. Got a new strop the other day. I'm loving it. Always got a little bump right there that I always end up cutting the top off of it instead of slowing down and realizing, hey, remember that bump you got? Yeah, the strop I've got is one of the, probably the best one that I've had, even through the time I've been sharpening knives. It's a Latigo strop. Latigo leather. Some people pronounce it Latigo, but they do so incorrectly. That's okay. That's why I'm here. To help along the way when it comes to pronunciation. Oh boy. I used to get jumped on for my diction and articulation and country slang in radio. And then I figured it out, I guess. You have people that train you and teach you, and then you learn. And now I still, well, I don't want to say still, but now that I'm no longer on the air, I really slack and get lackadaisical. But as the wife says, honey, you're not getting paid to do that any longer, so no worries. I really like this razor. It's awesome. I am so grateful. Some of the people that are in the wet shaving community are just unbelievable. Kindness, that they've got for their fellow wet shaver is just tremendous. It really is, and I'm so grateful to be able to know some of the people that I've met since I started joining the wet shaving community, and some of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and some of the people that I've met on Instagram that are into wet shaving as well as the knife community. Oh boy, do I ever have some awesome friends in the knife community. It's hard to believe there's such good-hearted people out there. And I really don't think I would have met them otherwise had I not gotten into some of the hobbies that I'm into. I feel very fortunate. One thing about this finest grade silvertip badger, it has the backbone. See this? If I want it, it's there. This is an extra large knot compared to what I've used before. This is a 24 millimeter. But I really like it. Okay. Now, going to get to the neck area. Some of you guys probably already know my routine, right? Ouch. I think I'll cut it right there, mate. That's not part of the routine. Part of the routine is, however, going immediately under the beard. And getting that part first. Wow, a lot of whiskers there. Well, this is like a this is a 3-day 3-day shave. Wow. I hadn't realized that I'd gone without shaving that long. 3 days. Been really busy. Skipped the whole weekend. One of those types, busy weeks. Yeah, I thought I got myself right there. One of the good things about using this very sharp razor, you don't recognize you've cut yourself till you see the blood. It is early here. Couldn't sleep, so got up to shave. But today is Today is Wednesday. No, Tuesday. I almost lost a whole day there. Yeah, Tuesday. This avocado, it smells sort of like, I hate to say this, it reminds me of a funeral home, okay? I'm being honest. What is that scent that it has? The avocado. It's not avocado. Honestly, I've eaten avocado, and tasted avocado, never smelled avocado. Maybe someone decided to give it a scent. I think that's what it was. This scent is more like a lily, the flower lily. And I hate to say that because I don't want people to think negatively of this soap and not go out and get it. Because it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's just, it reminds me, I mean, I'm reminiscent of funerals. When I think of a lily. I guess I could change my views and think of Lily Munster. But then again, I would see her, she's always carrying that lily, that flower, and laying back in bed with a lily on her chest. Gonna put a little more on my neck area here. Doing the upward pass. Well, this razor is so sharp that it's not leaving anything behind. A 2-pass on a 3-day shave. It's been 3 days. A 3-day growth or beard. And a 2-pass is going to be enough. So what does that tell you? Tells you this is a sharp one. Gotta be really careful here. I topped the bump over there. Now I'm just gonna check. Wow. I normally would have something right over here and then under there, and it's just not there. I mean, it's gone. I got it all. First whack. That's just amazing. I'm not going to risk it though. I'm going to go ahead and do the part right underneath my beard because I know if I don't, even though it feels smooth right now, what will happen is it will start coming back a little stubbly. Is stubbly a word? I think so. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some on out of habit, and it feels nice. So how many of you guys sing while shaving? Do you sing, hum, whistle? I was listening to the wife the other day. She didn't know it, but she was doing some humming while shaving her legs. So that tells me that she is enjoying shaving, and she never did enjoy shaving her legs before. And I heard her bragging to a lady the other day. she was telling her about since her husband got her this new shave soap, which is from Barrister and Man. It's the new women's leg cream and shave soap, Velvet. Anyway, she was telling the lady that since her husband got her that she wasn't having to shave as often. I liked that. I did. I enjoyed eavesdropping. Okay. As you can tell, it's not making any noise. You know, it's not singing. The blade is not singing. And this is not a full hollow grind. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. I mean, it's a decent hollow grind, though. And it does sing a little bit. It makes a little noise when you've got some whiskers to shave. But notice right under there, it's not even making any noise. And it normally does. So the 2-pass shave was sufficient. It really was. I just can't believe it, I guess. That's what it is. Wow. And that's enough too. I'm all good over here. So I guess I might as well quit playing in the lather, right? You might as well quit playing and wipe it off. Time to give it up. And I thought for sure, since I was going on a 3-day no shave November, that's as long as I could go, 3 days. I thought for sure, man, I'll have all kinds of good shaving quality fun. Well, I had fun and it was good quality, but it's just not as long as I thought it would last. What can you say, you know? I am nice and smooth. Awesome. All right, time to premiere my new bottle. Whoa, how you like me now? That is my latest. I just acquired this one, and I love it. It is gold lined. Can you see the gold on it? Yeah, gold lined. And then down here, there's a large piece of gold, which I really love this. And I filled it with Lustre brand Bay Rum. Lustre makes some good products. Just doesn't smell as strong as the Clubman Pinot's Virgin Island Bay Rum. It smells good. It's just not as I guess, dominant. But it looks good in that bottle. And that's all that matters, right? It's better to look good than to feel good. I am using Truffet and Hill's Sandalwood. This is their aftershave balm. Put a little dollop will do ya. No, that was Dippity Doo. A little dab will do ya. That's an old TV commercial. I am really dating myself by telling that. And if you've ever dated yourself, you know what I'm talking about. Woo! Okay. Shut up, right? Oh, man. Put it on thick and blot it. That way your skin gets to absorb as much of the product as possible instead of wiping it off. It does your skin a lot more good if you leave a little on like that and allow it to go in and sink into your pores. Okay, that is it. I have reached host status. Host status. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you watching. Get out and have some fun. Get your shave on. Pat someone on the back today, okay? Pay it forward if you get the opportunity. If you don't have the opportunity, make it, okay? Peace.